Hey friends, so we get a lot of questions about how we get our baskets to be so big and beautiful, and I wanted to give you a few quick, super easy tips that I've picked up from years in the trade on how to have really nice hanging baskets during the summer. So first off, watering. Morning watering is always best. Get your watering can. Watch this. Take that tip off. This thing is a breaker. The last thing you want to do with a hanging basket is overhead water it like this. So that'll actually beat down the flowers. And if you're feeding properly, sometimes that fertilizer that's in there can also contribute to burning the top of the plant. So first thing, take this off. Now we're gonna mix our water and our feed. So fertilizer is super important for these plants because they are stuck in a pot and they're heavy blooming plants. So ideally a flowering fertilizer would be best. We like Algo Plus. Now we fill up our watering can, and since you put it in first, it's going to mix up as you go. Never just drop your feed in after you filled your watering can, because then it won't mix properly. And here's the trick. Instead of going overhead like this, go up under the foliage layer and fill your basket until it starts to run out the bottom. And that's when you know to stop. All right, so to recap, morning watering, feed according to your fertilizer's label. Your hanging baskets do need fed to continue like this. And lastly, plenty of sunshine for your heavy flowering stuff. And of course, no overhead watering if you can help it. Now, as far as your plants drying out during the day, if they're really dry, water them. They need water, but morning watering is always best, and a thorough soaking. Always check them too. If they're outside and they're in an area that gets a lot of rain, don't just water them. Make sure you check them in the morning. One last bit, at least in Ohio, come July, these baskets are going to be really long. One quick thing that you can do to make your life quite a bit easier, we say 5th of July after your party, trim pot high 5th of July. So in that case, I would trim this plant right around here. We're not at that point yet, but I would just trim around the pot. And what that'll do is that'll actually significantly reduce the amount of water that the plant needs because there's less foliage and less plant material that the root structure has to support. So trimming your plants can give them a nice reset, and it'll make your life a little bit easier from a watering standpoint.